I call my mom and I'm like, hey, your firstborn child. And my mom's a G. She's an absolute G. My mom has been through some shit. But I'm her son. So I call my mom and I'm like, listen, I need you to give me a ride. And in my head, I was like, I need to tell her anyways, because I'm in these doctor's offices. They're asking me if I got a will. They've asked me if I got an advance directive. I got all that stuff, but I got it at the house. I haven't given it to her. Like, I'm just leaving her everything. But if something happens to me, she's gonna have to go through my house to find this shit. I might as well just give it to her. And guys, just go ahead and take care of your paperwork. Go ahead and I know it's not pleasant. And I myself, I got a friend of mine who does probate stuff. I got him to do my will and everything, but I hadn't given it to her. So go ahead and just do all that stuff. But I'm like, hey, I need a ride. Oh yeah, where you need a ride? Well, I need a ride to the hospital. What's going on at the hospital? Well, I'm leaving the hospital right now. And I was scheduled for a bone biopsy. And these canceled it because I didn't have a ride, even though I lived 3 miles away. A bone biopsy. Yeah. And so I already knew, she's trying to put it together and she didn't want to ask anything. It's your mom, right? So you don't really know how she's going to react. And so I was like, I got cancer. And you're just waiting on the reaction. Hooping and hollering. My mom's a G. She was like, well, you lived a good life, nigga. you lived a good life. My mom been through some shit, boy. Somebody put moms, boy. Oh. She didn't say that, but she was just like, my mom was like, guys, I was watching this documentary one time, and it was out in some reporters were out in Afghanistan or something, and there was a sniper shot, like small arms fire, and they were talking. It was like in the 70s or some shit, so maybe it was like in Vietnam or something, and the bullet kind of hit in the dirt where everybody was standing. And it was the one soldier, the head honcho. He was just there smoking and answering questions. And when the bullet hit, everybody scattered. Everybody scattered and they ran into the house. Everybody except for that one soldier. He didn't move. He didn't move. Life can be such that you can go through so much that after you go through that, whatever you hear after that, you're just not going to get the same reaction. You're not gonna, and that's kind of how my mom is. My mom's been through a lot. And so when I tell her, yeah, it's cancer, 47 years old, her firstborn child. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever you need a ride, absolutely, whatever. But that was hard for me because I didn't know when I was going to tell her, but I didn't want to tell her. In part because of all the bullshit all the stuff that she's going through. You don't want to weigh anybody down with your problems. But she was a damn G, I'll tell you that. She was a G. Somebody write Mama Lead in the damn chat. So they end up getting the and this another one too. They end up getting the damn bone biopsy rescheduled. So now my mom drops me off, and well, she drives me there, and she's just hanging out. They put me in the same room, and it's the same nurse, goddamn same gown. I already know the routine. So now I'm naked under this goddamn gown. So I got a hairnet, a mask, a gown, and some socks. And I'm laying on my back, naked, under the gown. But so the nurse wheels me in the bed, wheels me down these hallways and into the operating room. And it's about 5 people in there. It's a white woman, a couple of young black women. I'm in Atlanta. There's a gay dude. So I'm wheeled in, I'm on my back, and they wheel me to the operating bed. And they're like, okay, what we're going to do is just roll you over. So you're on your back, and we're just going to roll you over onto your stomach. I'm like, okay. So they wheel my bed next to the operating bed, and they roll me over to the stomach. They roll me over my stomach. Now, the gown ties in the back. They roll me over. My whole ass is out. My ass is out. White woman, black women, and a gay man. And I hear, and so I'm on my stomach, and I'm on my stomach for like 10 minutes. They're waiting for the doctor to come in. And they're talking, and my ass is out the whole time. My whole ass. And again, this goes to the indignities. It's bad enough that you need a biopsy. But it can be the little shit. Like everybody walking around, what they're going to do for the weekend, what they're going to eat for dinner, and while your ass is out, you just gotta be there. And there's nothing wrong with being homosexual, but it's like, why am I even in this position? And thanks to whether you're homosexual or heterosexual, being a nurse is a goddamn calling. I should be glad that fucker is there. He's helping me. If there were no nurses, we'd all be dead. But this is your mind. Can I be honest with you? Or do I have to be, politically correct? I mean, how did I get in this position? Literally. And so the black woman, she's like 26. She kind of gets up under the bed, on top of the bed, and opens my shit. Now it's wide open. And she's like rubbing my ass down with the alcohol pad. I'm like, come on. Just shoot me. I don't want. Yeah. Come on. What are we? She's rubbing my ass down. It's cold as hell. It's so much alcohol. And they're gonna drill in my hip where my spine is or somewhere low down there. And it's like, she's on there and she's like taping shit up. Like I can't see it, but it felt like she was taping like a square or something where they were going to drill. Somebody said baby oil. Somebody said baby oil. Yo, it got me fucked up. And I can see both sides of it because I know in my head, and this was a big thing for me, guys. I would always go in sunglasses and in math. The last thing that I wanted was to be recognized. I get recognized in Atlanta all the time. I mean, I was trying to hide my face in the hairnet and the mask. They didn't let me take my sunglasses in there, but it's like, I didn't want anybody to recognize. Imagine me being recognized on the table with my ass out. Black woman's like, leave. I'm getting up. It's not worth it. But here's the thing. I know just from being an adult that for them, this is their 100th ass, 500th ass, 1,000th ass, 3,000th ass. They don't care. I'm thinking, you're just another ass to them. My balls were out. I mean, everything is exposed. The lady, she's working my ass and my ball up there right there. But in my head, I'm just like, she's probably like, this is number 7 today. But that's the rational part of me. The irrational part of me is that it's my balls. It's my ass. You shouldn't be looking at all this. You shouldn't be rubbing all this. Who are you? I don't know your name. I heard you're going to the movies. I heard you're kikiing over here with the gay dude. How are you and I in this position together? Why is everybody around with my ass out? These are the mind tricks. So fine. I'm on my stomach with my balls hanging out at my ass. Pure ass. 6'3", 240. Your boy got an ass. And it's out. The doctor comes in. They're confirming who I am. They're confirming my birth date amongst themselves. No one talks to me. Immediately, the doctor grabs the damn drill. And he's like, I'm like, hey. And he's like, oh, okay. They give me another shot. 3 minutes later, grab the drill again. Drilling. How long is he drilling? I don't know. 3 minutes? 2 minutes? Let's say 3 minutes. It's multiple because they need to take multiple samples or whatever. Stops the drill and then he leaves. He never came from my ass to my face to be like, hey, nice to meet you. You're a human being. I'm going to be drilling into your spine. I was a cow. I mean, if you drill into a cow spine, you don't go up to the cow's head and be like, hey, nice to meet you. I was appalled. I mean, is it bad? No. He was in there to do the job. He did the job. But I'm naked with my ass and balls out, and you're drilling into my spine or hip and my lower shit, and you don't even say hello. That shocked me. I was like, I'm a fucking cow. And again, you have to juxtapose this with the care that I had gotten before. My doctor calling me up in the morning, asking me if I'm home alone, asking me, do I have a wife? Do I have kids? Do I have a support system for what she's about to tell me? I thought it was a little rude. But there was so much mentally going on in my head. It's just like I'm gonna just chalk it up to the game. And he did his job and he got his biopsies, he got his materials or whatever he needed, his samples, whatever you call it. Whatever. So they get the biopsy done, and it's it's cancer. But by that time, like, I had done all these CT scans and PET scan. A PET scan is like a cancer thing, and I had done a ton of scans. So they are already kind of on game. And this, I guess, was just like the confirmation. But I was surprised about how that went down.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!